There's a vertical pass by Valverde, and Zielinski will recover. So important is the positioning of Stanislav Lobotka, 29-year-old Slovakian. So crucial to Napoli's success last season. They made the quarterfinals of this competition. Real Madrid ousted by City in the semi-finals. Absolutely ousted in the second leg. There's 1-1 here. Benzema simply showing his might. He's since left for Saudi Arabia. In his place, Bellingham has come and is outdoing Benzema in his last season with the Spanish Giants. Now the long ball. That is beautiful. Out to Politano. Up against Mendy. Needs to come inside. Can't find the ball to hit the head of Simeone that will go over his head. Go over Rudiger's and out for a goal kick. But that's the right idea. Politano, through quick footwork, can make sure Simeone is in a one-on-one situation with David Alaba or Rudiger. Because that's exactly what Real Madrid did at the other end. Wonderful ball from Alaba over the head for Bellingham. Now Real struggling to get out of their own defensive third. It's Politano that shoves his man down. Now Real Madrid coming forward down the left wing once again. It'll go inside for Brahim Diaz. Doesn't want to shoot. And getting back is Simeone. Defensive duties. And Brahim Diaz winning the ball back, but also fouling Simeone from behind at the same time. This is centre of the pitch. And about 15 metres before the halfway line, Napoli trying to exit their own half. Jude Bellingham with a fourth goal now in the Champions League. Rodrigo with a third. Most of their goals coming from Vini Jr., Bellingham and Rodrigo. It's only Diaz, the other goal scorer, just the one. Here's Kvaratskhelia. It's been starved of possession in the past 15 minutes. Zielinski. Might be up to him to have a say. Wants to get through Valverde, and he took a knock, went down, wants a free kick, won't get it. Transition for Real Madrid. The ball put towards Jude Bellingham. He's up against Rahmani, who easily took the ball away from the Englishman. He just lost his balance, and he's carrying a knock, so it's something that Bellingham doesn't want to overextend with, just in case he ruptures something or will miss the weekend's match. But he's on the score sheet once more. Goals for Bellingham. He did score against Cadiz. There's a stoppage in play here for Zielinski to try and get his breath. But Bellingham scored against Cadiz on the weekend. Hadn't scored since the 2-1 away win where he got a brace against Barcelona. We brought you that match here, the El Clasico, on Flash Score. Was on the bench for the game against Braga. Real Madrid still won 3-0. And was injured for the match. The 5-1 victory over Valencia before the international break. The way he got forward there behind Nathan and it created the space. You have to run into the right areas, and he did. It was from in line with the right post and put it the other side of Meret from about 9 or 10 yards. But running onto the ball, that's the momentum you need. Careless defending, careless tracking, not just from Nathan but also from the Napoli midfield, failing to stop Alaba from releasing the ball. On the right wing, Di Lorenzo. Go back to Rahmani. Now Nathan. Interesting to see him back out there with Juan Jesus. Nathan getting it. An opportunity under Rudy Garcia because Jesus was injured. coming to the club from RB Bragantino in the summer. De Laurentiis, the Napoli president, and also the coach, the then coach Garcia, didn't want to integrate him too early, so they had Juan Jesus doing the translating for Nathan, and now the pair finally out there together. Juan Jesus coming in on the weekend for the injured Oliveira. And here is Jesus. The Brazilian finds Kvaratskhelia, the 1-2. There's a bit of space here. Kvaratskhelia fires it straight into the back of David Alaba, who was positioned perfectly on the edge of the box. And now here is Jude Bellingham. Rodrigo to the edge of the box, will get it over, and the shot comes in, but fired wide from the number 21 Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo with real pace there. And Napoli caught out at the back yet again, and this all coming from the shot from Kvaratskhelia down the other end. Real Madrid through Ancelotti leaving two players up to cause real problems. Napoli have it once more. They've had a goal kick, and Merritt went to Nathan. It's almost a 4-1-3-1-1 for Napoli. Here's Di Lorenzo down the right. His pass goes straight out. I'm not sure if that hit a Real Madrid player. Jude Bellingham was tracking him. He's putting the pressure on the Scudetto winning captain, Euro 2020 winner as well, Di Lorenzo, and many believe he should be the Italian captain, me included, but it is Gianluigi Donnarumma, and that's going on the amount of games played. Di Lorenzo, 3 Champions League career goals, 2 of them coming last term. He has one this season. Tonight's goal, Giovanni Simeone. The problem for Napoli is the reply from Real Madrid was twofold. And they'll come down the right wing, and Carvajal will get it through to Diaz. The 1-2, just in time, was Juan Jesus, who will poke it behind. It's a corner kick for Los Merengues, right side. They're going left to right in the first half. It's a bewildered looking Walter Mazzarri, but he'll be more furious if Napoli can see the third inside the opening 33 minutes. They did score in the 11th, the 22nd. So 11 minutes so far between the first two. This is the 11th minute since. Toni Kroos will take. Usually such a good distributor of the ball. They'll go straight in towards the spots. Oh, there was a couple of numbers there for Real Madrid. It was Antonio Rudiger who shoved over Di Lorenzo, so Napoli will have the free kick. So the curse of the 11s might be over. It all goes back to that steal in midfield from Brahim Diaz. He was able to get away from Anguissa, bring the ball forward at 1-0 down, find Rodrigo, and he was able to curl over the top of Rachmani's challenge. He outstretched his leg over Juan Jesus into the top corner. Alex Meret had no chance of covering that kind of territory. No, Anguissa hasn't had his best season. Definitely the first 18 months were his best. Came over in January of 2022. Feels like a long time ago. It's his third season. 28-year-old Cameroonian, still goalless this season, but he did score once in the Champions League last time when Napoli made the quarters. Real Madrid will have a free kick about 40 yards out from Merit's goal. It was Kvaratskhelia just making enough contact. Not sure he grabbed the shirt. Does it warrant a yellow? No. Bellingham will dish it off. Cruz wants to chip it back over. Bellingham waits out the left wing. Needs some space to get across it. Tracked by two, he'll go behind. He'll be kept in. Back to the halfway line for Los Vikingos. Rudiger will put the ball to the edge of the box. Di Lorenzo chests it down. Chip it over for Ongisa. He'll spread the ball out towards Kvaratskhelia. Not enough on the ball to run onto it at pace. Has two to beat. Wants to go inside Rudiger. Which way really go? He brought it forward about 15 metres. Rudiger's there. And the brick wall defence has frustrated Kvaratskhelia into committing another foul. And number 77 for Napoli has to be careful. He can only foul so many players in the game before receiving a yellow. Tried to go through the legs of Rudiger. Rudiger coming away with the ball in frustration. Quadavaggio, they call him. Somewhat of an artist last season and has been back at it. 4 goals in Serie A. And the architect of tonight's goal does have an assist to his credit. Not tonight, that was in a different Champions League game. Here's Diaz again. Wants to cross it. Good header from Rahmani. Repels his barrage. Real Madrid seem to find space no matter what when they come forward. Napoli's back four, quite compact, but somehow, I think it's when Juan Jesus leaves the line to come forward and a triangular passing manoeuvre will get Real Madrid in to at least pull the ball back from left or right. They've had so much success from the left wing, and Ancelotti might do well just to change things up. Here's Bellingham, first time touch, Mendy, and Alaba inside his Cruz. Back for Valverde. Ceballos is the option. He'll be bypassed. It goes all the way out to Carvajal. Coming inbound. He'll square things up, and just getting in the way of the Cruz volley was Zielinski. Put the German off. Politano come away with it. Napoli centre field in their own half. Rahmani out towards Juan Jesus. Napoli trailing 2-1. Match day 5. Check some of the other scores as Napoli control the ball in the middle of the pitch. Of course, the goals here: Simeone, Rodrigo, and Bellingham. The other scores now: Benfica out to a healthy 3-goal lead, and it's the former Inter man Jean Mario with a hat-trick. 9th goal. There's Kvaratskhelia just making enough contact. Not sure he grabbed the shirt. Doesn't warrant a yellow. They are playing with somewhat a reserve team, but still, you don't want to go out there and get hammered. Here's Napoli again. The cross comes in towards the penalty spot, and Lunin spilled it just for a moment. Simeone looked as though he might get back in front of the keeper and take the ball away from him, but he did recover. Andre Lunin, the 24-year-old, that's in for Courtois and also Kepa. That's something that will spur Napoli on as the game goes. It is the third choice goalkeeper out there. Bayern Munich 0, Copenhagen 0, Arsenal 4, Lens 0. So Arsenal getting sweet revenge for the away loss in France. It was in early October. Praga 0, they're down to 10 men as well against Union Berlin, but it's goalless there. Now Napoli pinching the ball back with an unlikely hero. It's Natan coming forward down the left wing. Has to take on one player who's claiming the ball has touched one of the Real players. He wants a corner. He's incredulous of the decision, but I think he might have a case as well. Runs back into position. He was all alone. Did that take a touch? 6 minutes to go in the first half. Napoli get a lucky deviation here. Zielinski's first time pass doesn't find its way to Anguissa. Lunin will receive. There's a lot of pressure here. No choice but for Mendy to go to the touchline. Napoli will have a throw quite high up on their right wing. Coming forward, Politano. Anguissa's first time pass. It's with Di Lorenzo, Lobotka, Politano. Just need to keep the ball, and they've lost it here. But regain through Rahmani. He might do well to have the shot here. Instead he flicks it out towards Di Lorenzo. Might be better off having that shot. Cross will come in. Politano up against Diaz. The Spaniard will win a free kick. That was marvellous work from Brahim Diaz on the way out. And, he had a lot of foot traffic coming his way. He was able to scoot his way through Rahmani, Politano, and then Lobotka came in to stop him in his tracks. Really good season with AC Milan last term. Brahim Diaz has the one Champions League goal, one La Liga goal under Ancelotti, who's brought him back in. Formerly with Manchester City and Milan for the last couple of seasons. To win the 2021-22 Italian title. Union Berlin have taken the lead up. Napoli have it once more. They've had a goal kick in. Goal for Union. We did get a draw from Napoli at the Maradona. Here's Kvaratskhelia down the left wing. 52nd minute. Needs some help. Doesn't want to go towards João Jesus. That's an issue because there's almost no creative spark from the Brazilian left back. Napoli have won a corner. It's not the best